Okay, now let us see here what actually this particular diagram is there. Let us draw the diagram. Just rough diagram I am drawing, but I am going to utilize this diagram. Now here, what is the thing? Let us draw. So consider this is the top of the cylinder. So actually, you can consider a wire. Wire is there. If you consider the wire will be having certain diameter. Okay, this is wire here. Wire. Okay. Now it will be having certain diameter. There will be a diameter. Consider this as d. Okay. Now diameter will be equals to twice the radius. Okay. Now we are enlarging this particular diagram. This wire here. We are enlarging the diagram. And considering that this is in the form of a cylinder. If you enlarge this, you will look like the cylinder is there. So that's what we are considering here. We will take a particular length of the wire or a cylinder here of length L, and we will consider that it is having the radius of the wire as R. If you want the diameter, what you will have, you will take the 2 times of radius. If you draw a circle like this, okay, now here this is the R, and if you take this R also, then between these 2 points you are going to get this as D, the diameter of the entire wire. Now the same thing, we are drawing the vertical diagram. So this is a horizontal diagram here. Now we are going to draw the vertical diagram with small amount of length. We will take certain length. Okay, we are considering a piece of wire or a cylinder. Okay, and we will apply the mathematics, and we are going to get the expression for the couple. Okay, that will be experienced by the cylinder or the wire here. Now the same diagram I am redrawing here. You need to understand I am drawing this diagram. Okay, I am drawing the same diagram here, this particular part. Okay, so now here let us understand what is the diagram. So here it will be having certain length. Okay, it is having certain length here. Consider this as a rough diagram. Now here this is the bottom of the wire. Bottom of the wire here. Now consider this is L, the length L. Okay, the same diagram I am redrawing here. This is the same diagram. Okay, now here this is the midpoint of the part. Consider this as O dash and this as O. Okay, now this is without any couple. You didn't apply any force. Okay, now before that you consider a line here, join these 2 dots and consider the value of this is L, or the distance between these 2 points is L. Okay, so either you can consider O dash equals to L, or else it is nothing but the length of the wire. Length of the wire. L is the length of the wire between point O and point O dash. O and O dash we are considering here. Okay, now without any twist or without any couple, let us consider a line on the outer surface. Now O dash is inside the cylinder. It is inside the cylinder. Now let us consider outside the cylinder on the surface here. Okay. Now outside the cylinder, consider this as a straight line here. Consider this as a straight line. This is A and this is B. Okay. A and B are the line. We are getting a line here which is outside the cylinder. Okay. On the surface of the cylinder, parallel to this. Parallel to this. Okay. So now what is AB equal to? B equals to again same. So both the length of O and AB are equal. These two are parallel lines here. The value of this and this will be equal. Okay. Now let us refer what is going on other than this. Okay, I'm erasing that part. Okay. Now here what we did. So this is the inner line O dash, and we are going to take a line parallel to O dash onto the surface. Okay, like this. Now here we are considering there is no twist here. We didn't apply any couple. Now what happens if you apply the couple? What happens if you apply the couple? Okay, now let us take point A here, point A and point B. Okay. Now if you apply a couple on the surface, I mean here on the bottom surface here, now we need to consider that this wire is hanged. The wire is hanged at the top end. Previously, regarding torsional pendulum, I had given explanation. What was that? You are going to take the torsional pendulum. So this diagram you had seen in the yesterday's explanation. So this is a chuck nut, and here you are having a wire like this, somewhat straight. Take it a straight line here. Okay. Now here at the bottom, we are going to have a disc here. This is a disc here. Okay. Now we are considering this wire. Considering this wire. We are considering this wire here. Okay. This is a wire here. We are considering this same wire here without any disc. Okay. Now here what we are going to do. So without any disc, this is a diagram. Without disc and without applying any force or torque or else the twist. This is a wire we are considering. This particular part. Consider this as part A. This has figure A here. This has B and this has C. Okay. Now in the A part. Okay. Now if you consider A, B. Oh sorry. You can take this O, O dash. Okay. These two are the two dotted lines. Okay. Parallel to this O dash, a line AB. This is AB. Okay. Now here this is without any twist. Now if you twist this one, if you apply the torque or else the couple, what you can expect here? If you are applying a couple, then what happens? You are going to move this particular dotted part to certain angle. Okay, you are going to get the angular displacement. So now here we are not going to discuss about disc. We are going to discuss about the wire. Okay, so wire we are considering it as a cylinder. It is in the form of cylinder. Okay, now we had enlarged this particular wire in the form of a cylinder like this. Okay, and we are estimating what is going on inside. We are estimating what is going on inside. Now here these are the 2 points. Now join these two. Okay, take a parallel line. Consider here as AB. This as A and B, and previously it is O dash. Okay. Now consider this as the length of the wire. The length of the wire here, and here we are going to apply a torque. Okay, or the twist here or a couple. Now due to this, what happens? This particular wire will get twisted. Okay. Now here due to this particular twist, what is going on means here this B. Okay, it is applied at the bottom surface. Okay, at the bottom it is hanged at the top. This is the top of the wire and this is bottom of the wire. Bottom. Now at the bottom, what is going on, that we are going to refer here. Okay. Now this is the bottom of the wire. This is not the disc. This is the bottom of the wire. Now here, due to the application of the twist or the couple, the wire is going to get twisted here. Let me draw with another color so that you can identify. Now let me take another color. Okay. Now here, this OB or this point B is going to be displaced to new position. Consider this as a new position. And now you join these two. If you can observe here, this is the new position of the previous line AB. Okay. So AB has reached a new position to A B bar. What is the reason? You had applied a couple. Okay. Due to the couple here, due to that we are going to have a angular displacement, and here this is angle theta. This is angle theta, and similarly this is angle. Consider this as some phi. Phi here. Okay. Now here, what is this angle and what is this angle? Depending on that, we are going to explain the derivation part. Okay. Now here you are going to get a triangle formation, and here also you are going to get a triangle formation. And before going to see about that, let us see few more points. Okay, I'm repeating the points. Now here, this is the top of the wire, top of the wire. So this wire is fixed here. Consider these are the important points. Top is fixed. Now nothing but is hanged here. Now bottom is bottom here at bottom of the wire. You are applying the couple. Applying the couple. Okay. Now due to this, what you are expecting there? What you are expecting? There is some angular displacement here. B has been displaced to point B dash with certain angle theta. Okay. Now during this process, now the wire is said to be under tension. It is said to be under tension. Okay. So now what is the state of the wire? It is under tension. Okay. You need to under what is the meaning of tension due to the application of this particular torque or else the twist. Okay. The wire is going to be having a twist inside this. So that state we are considering it as a tension regarding this explanation. Okay. Now, what is the concept? Previously we had explained the concept of elasticity. Elasticity. What is the meaning of elasticity? This particular wire which is there under tension, okay, it will try to come back to its original position. Okay, so there will be a restoring couple that will act in the opposite direction. Okay, so now here under tension, okay, now due to the elastic property of the material, okay, there will be a restoring couple, that will act or that will be equal but opposite in direction. Opposite in direction. So opposite to what? Opposite to the applied force. So this was the applied force here. Okay, due to this, the wire has moved in this direction. Now, if you remove this particular couple, what happens? This will come in this particular direction. So this is a restoring force. A restoring couple. Restoring couple will be opposite to the applied couple. Okay. So why are you getting that? Because there is the elastic property hidden inside the material. Okay. So now if we can consider what is theta and what is phi. What is theta and what is phi? Can you estimate what is the meaning of theta and what is phi? Is there any answer from your side? Can you give any answer for that? What you are expecting? So here is the theta, which is at the bottom. Okay. Now here this is phi. If you can refer to the diagram here, somewhat here. Okay. Now here, this is theta. Okay. Here it is theta, and here it is phi. Consider this as phi. Now what is the difference between these two angles? Is there any answer from your side? Any answer from your side? Send it in the chat box if you know about that. What is the difference between theta and phi from the diagram? Okay, now here what is theta here? Theta is the angular displacement due to the twist. It is the angular displacement due to the twist of the couple. Now what is phi here? It is the shearing angle. Whatever we had learned till now, okay, so this is a shearing angle due to the application of this particular twist. Okay, so now the result you can see in the outer layer of the material. Okay, this you can observe. This you can observe. So this phi you can observe, but this theta you cannot easily observe that one. You can observe externally how much angle that we had rotated. Okay, but here this can be observed. Now for that one we are going to get the derivation part. Okay, so here this particular theta is due to the torque whatever you had applied or the twist, okay, or the couple you had applied, that is going to result in the form of angular displacement. Now here this is a shearing angle, this is a shearing angle. Okay, so now let us get the derivation depending on these two. Okay, now identify here, you are going to get a triangle here. So here let us see here, this is a triangle here, you got a triangle here, and here this is a triangle. If we can observe, you are having two triangles. Okay, now depending on these two triangles you are going to get the derivation part. Okay, now let us identify. I will redraw the diagrams. Now from the diagram, from the first diagram, part A, so just I am redrawing the diagram. Now you try to identify. Now here this is the bottom, so the entire thing is there in the diagram, so you need to identify. So this is B, okay, and here you are going to get B dash, okay, and this is O dash, this is O, and here this is A, point A here. Now you consider this is internal line, this is internal line that we cannot easily observe. Okay, but you consider between these 2 points you are going to get the length, and you had considered a parallel line. This is a parallel line, so consider here this as a parallel line. So this value and this value will be same. Okay, now due to the twist in the wire, okay, now due to the twist in the wire, now you are going to get a new position here. Now here this is the angle, we are considering this as theta phi, and here this is the angle theta. Okay, this is the angle phi here, this is the angle theta. Okay, now we need to get the derivation part. Okay, we are in the expression for the couple. Okay, so that we are going to derive. So you start with the diagram here. So you take this triangle, and we take like this. What is the angle between B, A, B dash? Okay, this is equal to phi. The angle is equal to phi. Okay, now if you redraw the triangle, if you redraw the diagram, you will get a triangle. Okay, between these. Okay, so here you are going to get a right angle triangle. So depending on that, so this will not be mentioned. This tan theta, tan phi is not mentioned. Okay, in your textbooks, it will directly be given. Okay, but you need to identify that there is tan. Okay, if this particular angle is very small, then you are going to give this as phi. Okay, if the angle is very small, so if the tan theta, if you are considering the previous concept in your intermediate standard, if theta value is very less, means you are considering directly theta. Okay, now the same concept here, consider that this angle of shear is very less, so that's why we are going to take directly phi. Okay, so this can be given as sine theta by cos theta. Okay, so now here this can be given as B dash by this, okay, as L, this as L between these 2 points, okay, or this. Okay, so now here we are going to get B dash equals to phi into L. This is one expression you got. Consider this as equation 1. Now let us go with second triangle. So this is the first triangle you are considering. Here you got a triangle formation and you had considered the angle here. Now let us consider this. Okay, now the angle between B, O, B dash. Okay, this is equal to theta, the angle here. This is the angle theta. Okay. Now again you can have a formation of triangle here. There is a triangle here. Now again you take tan theta here. Okay, but in your textbooks it will not be written as tan theta. It will be written as direct theta. Okay, so this will not be mentioned in your textbooks. This is not going to be obtained in your textbooks. It will written directly as phi, and here it has theta. Okay, in my material also I'm not going to mention this. Okay, now this equals to, again it will be bb dash. Okay, now here we are going to obtain a new concept. What is the question mark that we need to find? Okay, so now here what is this concept here? We are dealing about the bottom of the cylinder. We are dealing about the bottom of the cylinder. So here we are going to redraw the diagram of the bottom. We are going to redraw the diagram. So here this is B, sorry, it is O. This is point O, and here some B is there, some B dash is there. Okay, and between these we are going to get the angle theta. So this is at the bottom here. This is the bottom of the wire. Okay, now here we need to have the extension of the topic. What is the extension means? Consider that this cylinder, the entire cylinder. Okay, this is a solid. This is a solid. Okay, there is no hollow space in this. Okay, so now we are going to change the concept. We are going to add a few more points regarding the cylinder. Okay, the entire solid. Now let me take one thing. For a similar explanation, I am giving. If you consider a book, okay. So what are there inside the book? You are going to get some pages, or let us take like this. Some papers will be there. It is made of papers. Okay. So if you are having some 100 papers are there. Together, you will see that this is in the form of a book. If you take this as single, this is a paper. Now, if you take number of papers together, you take number of papers. Okay. Then what you are going to get? You will get a book here. Now, similarly here, we are considering this as a cylinder. This as a cylinder here, wire as a cylinder. Now we are going to consider that it is made of number of hollow cylinders. Number of hollow cylinders. Okay. So how we can expect that? Let us see. Okay. So consider this is a outer cylinder. Outer cylinder. Okay. Outer cylinder. Okay. So try to understand what is going on here. We are dividing the entire cylinder into number of cylinders. Now there will be another cylinder. There will be another cylinder like this. So this is a continuous process. We are dividing the entire cylinder into number of cylinders. Okay, and again continuously. Okay, there will be no space left. Okay, so even though here you are seeing some space here, you need to consider that you are having number of cylinders continuously. Continuously, there will be some number of cylinders. Okay, number of cylinders are there. Okay, so that is the thing we are going to add here, and we will extend this explanation. Okay, so now here what is the thing you need to consider? This cylinder, okay, or the wire, whatever the thing you are considering, is considered to be made of large number of, okay, hollow cylinders. Hollow cylinders. Okay, hollow cylinders. Out of these number of hollow cylinders, we will take only one cylinder now. Let us consider only one cylinder. Okay, now consider the bottom. At the bottom, okay, we are considering only bottom here because we are going to see the bottom. Okay, we are going to see this particular bottom of the wire or the cylinder. So I am going to give the explanation about the bottom. Okay, now consider that the entire cylinder is there. Now in that entire cylinder, we are going to consider a hollow cylinder. There is a hollow cylinder. Okay, now consider this as point O, and now we are going to consider you are at B and B dash. Okay, so if I consider, let me take one thing. Let me take this as a radius of the cylinder, x as the radius of the cylinder. Let me take another color. Okay, now here x is the radius of the hollow cylinder, what we had drawn here, and here this is the thickness or the width of the hollow cylinder. It is the thickness of the hollow cylinder. Now x value, if it is equal to 0, what is the meaning? You will be at point O. At point O. At point O. Okay. If x equals to R, okay, then it will be at point B. Okay, what is the meaning here? You are inside the cylinder, exactly at the center. Okay, inside or exactly at the center. Exactly at the center. Now here, if I consider x equals to R, okay, from this point to x equals to R distance, then what is this? This is the radius of the circle. Okay, then for the second condition, it will be considered as outside the outside in the sense outer layer. You can consider this as the outer layer. Better to say this as the outer layer of the cylinder. Okay, these points we are going to utilize here. Okay, now what is the thing here? In order to get the concept of the bottom here, I am considering a small hollow cylinder with some radius R. Okay, what about now? Now are you getting the voice continuously or not? Is there any disturbance? 141. Okay, it's okay. 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 Now here this is a concept we are going to extend. Now I think you got the idea. So I'm erasing that part. Okay. I'm erasing everything here. Now here. So what is x here in this diagram? So here x is the radius of hollow cylinder. Hollow cylinder. Okay, one of the hollow cylinder. We are having number of hollow cylinders. This hollow cylinder we are going to consider. So that hollow cylinder is having radius x. Okay. Now identify here this as a angle theta. Now angle BOB dash is equal to theta. The angle here between these points. Okay, the angle is equal to theta. Now you draw a triangle. You draw a triangle, and from that triangle again the concept tan theta we are going to write directly as theta. If you are considering theta as very small, okay, you are not going to mention as tan theta. You will take directly as theta. So this will be equals to B dash by x. Okay, B dash by x. Now B dash equals to x theta. B dash equals to x theta. Now this is equation number 2. Okay, so remember this is B dash. Now previously we got the same B dash. Okay, here also, here we got B dash. So equation A is equal to phi L, and equation B I will write here itself. Equation B dash equals to x theta, that you got as equation B. Now here both the equations are same. This is also same B dash. Now these two are equal, so that's why, so these two will be equal. These two are equal. Now from equation A and equation B, from equation A and B. Okay, what you will get, phi L will be equal to x theta. Okay, now phi will be equal to x theta by L. Okay, so now what is actually phi is? Phi is a shearing angle. It is a shearing angle. Okay, why you got this? Because we had applied a twist. Okay, or else the couple of forces couple at the bottom of the cylinder, you got a shearing. So where is this shearing angle? Go back to the diagram. So this is the shearing angle. So here this is the shearing angle. Okay, so this is the phi. Okay, so between AB and AB dash, angle is phi. Okay, now let us continue. Okay, now you got the shearing angle. Now let us go with the modulus. Let us go with the modulus. Now here we are going to see new explanation regarding this concept. Regarding this concept, we are going to see a new explanation. Let us see what is that. Okay, before going to see about this phi, now let us take this phi is depending on x. It is depending on x. Okay, now x value, if it is 0, the phi value will be minimum. Okay, if x value is 0, what is the meaning of x value 0? Means if you are at the center of the cylinder, okay, here the x value is 0. Now if the x value is equal to r, what is the meaning here? You are at the surface, so this will be the r. Okay, so at the surface the phi value will be maximum. Okay, so nothing but if x changes, the phi value also changes. Okay, nothing but the shearing angle will also change. Okay, so here the phi is not uniform. Phi is not uniformly distributed, not uniform. Okay, that is the important point you need to identify here. Now let us go with the extension of the topic. Now here we are going to find the rigidity modulus of the wire. Rigidity modulus, okay, of this cylinder, whatever the wire or cylinder we are considering here, that we are going to find. Now we are going to see few new explanations for this. Okay, now what is the thing here means, we will consider this as the shearing stress by angle of shear. Okay, now this I am going to write this as F by phi. So here I am not considering the area. You need to identify that in the textbooks it will be written like this. Okay, there will be no expression regarding area initially. Okay, if you refer to the rigidity modulus, it will be mentioned in your textbooks like this. Directly it will be mentioned like this. Okay, and regarding the previous explanation regarding this, tan theta will not be mentioned in your textbooks. This will not be mentioned. It will be mentioned directly as theta. Okay, now here there is no area. You need to consider it as a unit area. A value is 1. It will be considered as A value as 1. Okay, F by A means A value is considered as 1. That you need to understand. Okay, okay, directly it will be written like this. Rigidity modulus is shearing stress by angle of shear, and that will be substituted as F by phi. Consider that there is a unit area, so nothing but A value was substituted as 1. Okay, now let us identify the substitution here. Now here this rigidity modulus is represented as eta. Okay, it is represented as eta. Now let us go with the force. F equals to eta into phi. Okay. Now let us identify, and we are going to extend the topic. What is the topic means? Previously you got phi equals to, what was the phi expression for phi will be equal to x theta by L. Okay, now you substitute that. So here, since you can write like this, since phi equals to x theta by L. Now this you are going to substitute x theta by L. Okay. Now here, previously what I mentioned here, there is no area and it was considered as a unit. Now let us consider this area. Consider the area right now. Okay. Now how you are going to consider? Previously you are considering a hollow cylinder. A hollow cylinder you are considering. So that area you need to consider right now. Okay. You need to consider the area of this hollow cylinder. How can you give the area of this hollow cylinder? The area can be given as the area of this hollow cylinder. Okay, it is equals to 2 pi x into dx. Okay, here this is the x value and dx is this. If you multiply, then you will get this as the area of that particular hollow cylinder. Now go back to the expression here. Okay, so this force was given for the unit area. Now you are considering the hollow cylinder. You are considering the hollow cylinder. Okay, with the radius x and the thickness here as dx. Okay, now area you got, and now we are going to get the force experienced by this hollow cylinder. Okay, the force experienced by the hollow cylinder. Okay, this can be given as now area of this hollow cylinder. Okay, into this factor, into this eta x theta by L. So now what is the area here? Area you got this as, the area you got this as 2 pi x dx. Okay, now you substitute that 2 pi x dx, okay, into eta x theta by L. Now this can be written as 2 pi eta x square dx by L. So theta is there, okay, and theta is there. Okay, now that will be the equation. Now I'm rewriting the equation here. The force experienced by the cylinder here, this particular hollow cylinder, force experienced by the hollow cylinder will be equal to 2 pi eta theta x square dx by L. Okay, now here this is a force you got. Remember this as a force. Now we are going to explain about the twisting couple. 1 minute. Okay. Now here you got the force, and we are going to explain about the twisting couple that was applied onto the hollow cylinder. Okay. So actually we need to consider the twisting couple of the entire cylinder. Okay, we have to get the entire cylinder twisting couple, but we are starting with the hollow cylinder. So first we will get the expression for this, and we will convert this to the entire cylinder. Okay, now twisting couple on the hollow cylinder. Hollow cylinder, you can identify this as a hollow cylinder. Okay, this can be written as force into radius of this cylinder, okay, not the entire cylinder, only the hollow cylinder. Okay, what is the radius here? It is x. Okay, what is the force here? This is the expression for force. Now you multiply this force with x. Okay, then what you are going to get? 2 pi eta theta by L. Okay, x square dx into x into x. This is into here. This is into mark here into x into x. Okay, now this is going to give us 2 pi eta theta by L, okay, into x cube dx. Okay, so now what is this? This is the twisting couple, okay, that is experienced by the hollow cylinder. That is experienced by the hollow cylinder. But we need to get the entire experience, okay, entire twisting couple of the cylinder, the total cylinder. So now we are going to get the total twisting couple. Okay, now we will get the total twisting couple. Okay, on the cylinder, on the entire cylinder. Okay, now how can you get? Just integrate this expression. Integrate this. You need to integrate this. Okay, now you need to take the integration, okay, of this equation. So it is 2 pi eta theta by L into x cube dx. Now here question arises, what are the limits? What will be the limits? Now can you give the limits? Any answer from your side? What are the limits of this? What are the limits? Between what limits we should consider? What are the limits? Any answer from your side? Please send it in the chat box. What are the limits we are going to consider? We need to consider the entire cylinder. Entire cylinder. What are the limits? Any answer? Okay, you can check here. I mentioned a few things. Okay, now I had given the limits, but I didn't mention it those as the limits. I had mentioned the limits, but you need to identify where are the those explanations. Okay, here you can identify. Now, is there any answer from your side? What are the limits for the integration? Okay, 0 to r. Okay, good, very good. 101, 0 to r. Okay, so now here you can identify. I had given the explanation here. X equals to 0. Okay, where you are going to get the minimum value, and here x equals to r. Here you are going to get the maximum value. Okay, so these are the limits. X equals to 0 and x equals to r. Yes, 141 said. Okay, so these are the two limits. Okay. So x equals to 0 means you will be at the center of the cylinder. You will be at the center of the cylinder, x equals to 0. X equals to r means you will be reaching here. Okay, nothing but you are entering the entire cylinders like this. You are entering here and you will reach the outer layer. Okay, so now here you got 0 and r, not 1. Okay, 0 and r. Take it as r. Okay, now here you will get this as 0. This is 0 and that r. This as r. Okay, you remove this. So these are the limits. Now go with the integration. You can take out this pi theta by L. Now here you are going to get x power 4 by 4. Okay, and here the limit 0 to r. Now after removing this, now you are going to get this as 2 pi eta theta by L, okay, into r power 4 by 4. Now after cancellations, what you will get, this will be equal to pi eta theta, this is pi here, pi eta theta by L, okay, and here this is will be r power 4. Okay, is there anything left? Is there anyone writing your running notes or not? But here what is there? 1 minute. Here this is 2 and this is 4, so you will get this as 2. Okay, so here you need to get 2 here. There will be 2. Okay, now this will be okay. So now here this is the expression for the total twist or the total couple, okay, experienced by the entire cylinder. So this is L here, small l, length of the cylinder. Okay, now we are going to substitute theta as 1 radian. Okay, 1 radian. Now to get the twist per unit couple, okay, if you take theta equal to 1, you will get the twisting couple per unit. Okay, identify if theta equals to 1, you will consider the twisting couple okay. Now due to the unit twist, okay, the result due to unit twist. What is the meaning of unit twist? It is nothing but theta equals to 1 degree. If you are taking the radians here, the entire circle you are considering. So for radian, you are going to take theta equal to 1 here in this particular thing. Now here you substitute theta equal to 1 in this equation. Substitute here. So then what you will get? 1 minute, I got something here. 5 minutes left in your schedule. Okay. Why there are less members, I don't know. Okay, now here, so the remaining equation here, the resultant equation. So you substitute theta equals to 1. Take theta equals to 1. Okay. Now what you will get? Pi theta r power 4 by 2L. So consider this expression, this value as C, capital C. Okay. So what is capital C? Is the twisting couple on the cylinder due to unit twist. What is the meaning of unit twist? If theta equal to 1, then you are going to get this. Okay, so this is the expression of twisting couple on the cylinder due to unit twist. So this expression we are going to utilize, and we will get the expression for the rigidity modulus. We need to get the rigidity modulus of the torsional pendulum. Actually, we have seen torsional pendulum yesterday. Okay, in that concept, torsional pendulum yesterday we had seen. Now in that we are going to utilize some of the expressions, and we will get the expression for the rigidity modulus. So there we got eta equals to 8 pi square, or let me take one thing. Okay, pi square something I had yesterday. I had given something equation. Okay, whatever the equation that we had given yesterday, that we need to get utilizing these explanations. Okay, so any doubts? If you are having any doubts, you can raise your hand so that I can unmute you. If you can raise your hands, I can unmute you. Are there any doubts?